bright and early. It's after 6 and today we're going to Rainbow Mountain. We have met our guide and we're just waiting for the bus.
Hey everybody, welcome to the midway point between Cusco and Rainbow Mountain. We're like one of these guys here. We're about right here, right now. Cusco's over there. And then we're gonna find our way over here and make our way up. I was joking with Hallie about what if we're going to a mountain that's spray painted like Salvation Mountain in Southern California next to Palm Springs. That would be a disappointment because of the drive. And I got my hat on because it's cold up here.
And it's color coordinated. After 5 hours in the car, I'm really hoping this is worth it. The last 2.5 hours were on dirt roads.
What are we doing? What did we get ourselves into?
We're hiking up the Mountain of Colors.
204 kilometers southeast of Cusco. Happens to be 3,000 feet higher than Cusco. Estimated to be 17,000 feet up, and I feel like I'm running a marathon.
Jeremy mentioned it was like New Zealand, and I actually really agree, except for the alpacas.
We agree on lots of stuff. Maybe that's the feminine side of me, according to Jordan B. Peterson, but I'll take it because agreeable people are likable people, and we want to be likable. And that's why we're filming this, because it's torturous to try to talk and walk at the same time. It really is. After looking at this mountain up here, the only thing I could think of was Samwise Gamgee and the bag of bread and the crumbs, because we got the same kind of bread. This is what Samwise was feeling.
It was altitude sickness.
It was altitude sickness is what he was feeling. So Allie's elected to keeping her mask on.
It's so much warmer.
For the sake of warmth.
Yep.
It looks a little bit like Zermatt.
A little more Vermont.
I know Zermatt because I had an annual Disney pass and I'm really familiar with the mountain. She knows Zermatt.
That's how you know it's Vermont as well, because your wife has been there and told you about it. So you're basically
She told me
a pro.
about it. I'm pretty much a pro. The llamas here are like, what are you doing? And they're like so curious. What are you doing? It's really kind of funny. Stopping for llamas. I mean, that should be a book title. That's a good one. Don't take it. Don't take it. I think we're getting about 11% oxygen per breath, comparatively speaking to the 20.7% oxygen we were getting in Lima, then the 13.5% oxygen we were getting in Cusco. Incredible, incredible landscape though. Wow. Third stop, we got quarter mile left.
One of my biggest challenges is that even though I'm wearing sunglasses, my eyes are so sensitive to light and to the cold. So I have to keep my eyes closed half the time. So over there is where everyone's at. But our guide said we could take this route, go up higher, get the full panoramic view. You okay, babe?
Racing that long is to try to make way for oxygen. It's just a weird process.
I do feel like the elf in this relationship. I definitely don't feel the altitude sickness nearly as bad as Jeremy, which I'm thankful for, but I feel bad for him, of course. So I'm gonna run ahead, see about getting some good views, and bring him back so he can see it. Meanwhile, he's going to set up his drone, so make a perfect pair. Anything meaningful in life becomes more meaningful when you have to work for it. We definitely had to work for this one. I would definitely not recommend coming to Rainbow Mountain on your first day because the altitude's just crazy. Don't leave your party behind.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rainbow Mountain, the mountain of color in Peru.
This is so beautiful, it's giving me energy.
Once I took a couple breaths, 30 seconds, I'm like, wow, I have energy back. Guys, let's go check out the mountain.
So I went to look at the views this way, went all the way up to the panoramic view on the back side, which was very steep. I was like a hunchback. I was like hunched over climbing up the mountain, just trying to keep my momentum because my feet kept slipping backwards. It's just like this. There's not much grip. But I got to the top and it was so windy. Oh my gosh, and like 20 degrees colder. So I didn't want to go back down and slide down this on the way back to Germany. So I went all the way back around the way you're supposed to go up, that has some like very sketchy kind of step stair rock things. And then I ran this whole way back because we have exactly 13 more minutes here. So we're right here now, the iconic place where everybody takes the pictures. I'm excited to see it with Jeremy. And here we go.
Let's bring them forward just a tiny. Center with the alpacas. Your front center.
Me gusta alpacas.
What do you think, babe?
It's so cold on this side, but it is so beautiful. 110% worth it. It is a 5-hour drive. Around hour 3 and 4, you're like, oh God, is this really worth it? And then you're on a dirt road. Then you get here and you're like, wow, this is one of the most unique things I've ever seen. It's truly miraculous. It's a freaking rainbow mountain.
I agree too. We actually got stopped He stopped us for 10 minutes. He wanted to know if we came from this side or if we came from that side. He asked us if we were from Chile and Argentina, if we climbed up from this side, because he wanted his soles. But
didn't come that
it was
far.
just like, we came with the bus, you looked at my face. How do you forget this face? All right, we gotta support the entrepreneurs up here on the mountain. I'm gonna go get a Snickers, because this is a Snickers moment. Baby, let's film this. I'm filming. She deserves an award. Seriously. Hot coca tea. And I want a Snickers.
Ya.
Twix. Let's get a Twix.
Hay Twix también.
Yes. Yes.
Kit Kat también.
You're speaking my language. She's got a whole department store up here.
This is great.
Okay. A hot coca tea. Staring at the Rainbow Mountain and this wonderful mountain. Thank you. Okay, ¿cuánto costó?
7 soles, 7 soles.
She's got coffee. You want a coffee? Checking out Rainbow Mountain, drinking cocoa tea. Incredible. Thank you, thank you.
Muchas gracias.
I appreciate it very much.
Gracias.
I'm proud of you.
Gracias.
That's amazing. I hope you sell out all of your Snickers today.
Chocolito con queso.
Honestly, I think I'm gonna get a sponsorship after this. I'm seriously opening up a Twix. It's 17,000 feet in front of Rainbow Mountain.
Chocolito con queso, amigos. Chocolito con queso.
Slow grub.
Chocolate con queso, amigos.
It's everything a frozen Twix should be.
Chocolate
I love
con
it.
queso, amigos.
Found the one gluten-free vegetarian option. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I always love having you along. Hopefully I don't have like Doritos all over my mouth. But we really appreciate you guys coming along with us to Rainbow Mountain. Wasn't it amazing? I can't get over it still. I'm gonna remember this forever. So cool.
Hey guys, if you liked my hat, like this video.
And now we're going back down.
Hey, do you guys want to know where the llamas are? Anybody?
Only alpacas here. Shoe update for all you ladies. I normally wear like heeled wedges. They're like wedges, but with like a narrow base when I go out. They're like boots, hiking boots, but they have a wedge. Would not recommend those here. Glad I brought my tennis shoes.
Donde? Donde el parca?
They said you could take the horse up. Hola.
Give me a hug.
No hugs today.
He opened up his mouth. I was like, nope, not interested. Chicos, vamos, vamos! It's quinoa soup, babe. All right, update. Stopped at a ruin, and this is pre-Incan. This is from the Wari people. This was lots of purposes, but I think it's also named after storage facility. But you can see some Incan touches. So 200 to 550 AD. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. Pretty great shape, I'd say. It's called Ramicoca. And look at the stairs on the side, guys. My goodness. Can you imagine this being your staircase? That is special. If it's hollow inside, because it's considered to be a storage. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to always wonder. I'll leave you with wonder. Can I take a picture in front of it?
Yeah.
Very cool, very interesting. The staircase on the sides. So you can see it. You can see it. Really cool. Wow. Things were different back then, weren't they?
So different.
1800 years ago. Life was a little different. It was simpler. There wasn't any stresses.
Maybe there were more though. If you're called the worry people, it sounds like you get into fights a lot.
Maybe there were more stressors.
I don't know.
I'm gonna ask my friend, a doctor in psychology, about the stressors 1800 years ago later on.